Miss, good morning. Yalla, I'm waiting just for the others to join and we'll start, okay? Good morning, Miss. I don't know what the others are waiting for actually. I don't know what are they waiting for. Okay, guys, let's start. Anyways, we start with those who are here, those who attended. So today we are going to start with a new reading lesson, but this reading lesson is based on the same theme that we have covered the week before. Remember when we talked about the student who suffered from dyslexia? I will allow you to unmute yourselves. Okay. So remember when we talked about the student who suffered from dyslexia?
Yeah.
Yes. So it's the same theme. Today it's the same theme, but different story, different person, different characters. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Let's start. First of all, نحن before أكيد we start our reading lesson, we are going to start with something new, a comprehension skill, which is, I know that you took this maybe before, but it's the first time we explain it this year. Um, it's the figurative language and the literal language. Okay? I want someone please to read. Ali Khalifi, read please.
figurative and literal
Yes. Language.
language. Literally, words function exactly as defined. The car is blue. He caught the ball, the football.
Okay. So when I say literal, miss, I mean that the word functions exactly as defined. Yani when I say the car is blue, it means I mean that the car is blue. It is really blue. Okay? It functions as it is. Yani blue functions as a color of a car here. He caught the ball means that he really caught the ball. It functions the same way it is. Yani it doesn't have any hidden meanings. Okay? Read the second part, ya Ali.
Figuratively, figure out what it means.
Continue.
I got your back.
Mm.
You're you are
You're
a
a
doll.
doll.
You're a doll.
Thank
Figures of speech.
Thank you. Figurative language means when you have to figure out or to guess the meaning of this word or of this sentence, or what does this word or this sentence mean. This is what do you mean by figurative language. Yani when I say I've got your back, do I mean that I'm holding your back?
No,
What does this mean?
No.
that I'm sitting next to you in order to help you.
Maybe, yes, I'm helping you, I'm protecting you, I've got your back, I'm here next to you, I'm supporting you, and so on. Okay? That when I say you're a doll, does it mean that she is literally a doll?
No.
No, what does that mean?
She looks like a doll.
She looks like a doll. She is beautiful like a doll. She is cute like a doll, but it doesn't mean that she is a doll. So this is what we mean by figurative language. And when I say figurative language, it means when I use hidden meanings, or when I use words to show hidden meanings, to show hidden sides of the sentence or of the word. Did you all understand what do we mean in general by figurative language?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Now let's move to the first kind of figures of speech. The first kind of figures of speech is called a simile. This is the way we read the word. It's not simile, it's not simile, simile. Okay? This is the
Yes.
first kind. And when I say simile, it means I am doing a direct comparison between two things or two people or two places or two concepts, whatever, two ideas, which are unalike, يعني they are different, but they resemble, يعني they look alike in one thing at least. يعني أنا, for example, I say, he is fast like a cheetah. Ali is fast like a cheetah. Okay? Ali is a human being. A cheetah is an animal. Right?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So, how are they similar?
The speed.
They are both.
The cheetah is so
And
fast
how are they? What is the common point between Ali and the cheetah?
that they are both super fast.
Excellent. That they are both fast. This is what do we mean by cheetah and Ali, or this is what you mean by the simile. So it's a direct comparison. I said Ali is fast like a cheetah. So I'm comparing Ali to a cheetah. Okay, Ali is a human being, is a person. A cheetah is an animal. So they are completely different, but they resemble each other in one aspect, which is being fast. What did I use, Anna, to show the comparison? I said Ali is fast like a cheetah.
Like.
Very good, like. So like is called a tool. Okay, it's a way to compare. It's the tool of comparison. So I said I used like. So I can also say Ali is fast as a cheetah. Ali is as fast as a cheetah. All of these are tools used to compare Ali to a cheetah. Clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. So the simile is a direct comparison between two things essentially unalike but resembling each other in at least one aspect. We use as and like. These are the tools of a simile. The significance means it. Why do we use similes? Because it is a device of art and explanation. It is used to compare the unfamiliar to some familiar things. Example, as you can see, the history paper was tricky as a labyrinth. The second example, at the exam time, the high school student was as busy as a bee. So in the first example, we compared the history paper to a labyrinth. In the second sentence, we compared the high school student to the bee. Is everything clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now we move to the second kind, which is the metaphor. When we said that the simile is a direct comparison, the metaphor is an indirect comparison. Okay, so the simile is a direct comparison in which we use as or like, and the metaphor is an indirect comparison which compares two things. Kamana, of course, they are opposite, they are unalike, but they resemble each other in one way, but without using the tools of comparison. Yani without using as or like. Okay? Clear?
Okay.
Yes.
يعني the metaphor is very similar to a simile, very close to the simile, تقريبا the same, but in the simile we use a tool of comparison. In the metaphor we do not use a tool of comparison. This is the difference. Okay, now why do we use metaphors? First of all, metaphors arrests that one thing is another thing. يعني it makes you imagine that one thing is something else. It gives clearness, charm, and distinction to the style. Again, it gives a style of art to your writing. It is a profoundly important and useful device. It does not explain by making the abstract or unknown concrete but familiar, but it also enlivens by touching the reader's imagination. Yani Anna, when I tell you she is a doll, okay, in your imagination, you will start imagining a certain form of this girl. Okay, it affirms by showing a relationship between two things seemingly to each other. For example, if we said she is fishing in troubled water. So here I'm comparing the water. Sorry, I'm comparing, I used troubled to describe the water. And I mean dirty. So the word troubled means like something which is messed up, maybe. He drowned in a sea of grief also is a metaphor. Now we're going to discover in more meanings and more sentences. Now we move to the third kind of of figures of speech, which is the personification. Let's explain together. The personification is a word which contains the word person. Personification, person. So Anna, when I say personification, it means I am using some human characters or feelings or behavior or acts and so on, borrowing them and giving them to an animal or thing. Okay, so when I say personification, it means representing an animal or a thing as having human attributes of form, characters, feelings, behavior, and so on. Okay, so why do I use this? It functions primarily as a device of art, as I said. All of them give your writing a charm. They attract the reader. It can often serve to make an abstraction clearer and more real to the reader. Ideas can be brought to life by personification. Objects can be given greater interest also. Let's see the examples. The sky weeps. What do you mean by weeps? Who knows?
Yes, what is the question?
Is it a cry?
Yes, is it to cry? Yes. So when I say weeps, it means cries. طيب, Anna, when I'm using this action, usually who cries? Who weeps?
The human being.
The human being, the person. Very good. So Anna, I borrowed this action, يعني this human action, which is the weeping, and gave it to a thing, which is the sky. Okay? Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
So Anna, I used this action, the action of weeping, and gave it to the sky. Okay? Let's see the second example. The shadow of the moon danced on the lake. Who can explain this? Who can explain
The shadow,
this sentence?
the light of the moon.
Okay, I want to
The
explain
shadow
it,
of the
يعني
moon,
Anna.
It reflected on the lake, on the water.
I don't want you to
Miss,
explain it this way. لحظة شوي, please, by raising your hands. I want you to explain it in a way. Tell me, why is this a personification? What did we borrow from a person? Whom did we give this action of a person? هيك, يعني the same way I explained it. يلا. Yes, Zahra.
We borrowed the dancing from.
Yes.
Yes, we borrowed the dancing from the person because people dance, not the shadow of the moon, and because the lake is like maybe يعني like jello. It's
Type. So the
wiggly.
shadow of the moon danced on the lake. Okay, and you know the lake moves, يعني it's not stable, it moves.
Yes.
Okay, type. So when I say the shadow of the moon danced, يعني I'm borrowing the action of dancing, which is a human action, and giving it to the shadow of the moon. Okay, so it danced on the lake. Because the lake was moving, you can see the shadow of the moon moving also on the lake. This is what do we mean. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, that's it. So let's repeat from the beginning. We have 3 kinds of figures of speech. And there are hundreds of kinds. Okay, بس نحن we are just going to explain 3. يعني هون they are the most used ones. So the simile is a direct comparison between 2 things or 2 people or 2 places or whatever, which are unalike, but they resemble each other in a certain way, or in a certain in a certain place they resemble each other. Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. The metaphor, as we said, Kaman, in the simile, it's very important, and we use as or like. The metaphor is an indirect comparison. أكيد we do not use any comparison tools. يعني we do not use as or like. The personification is when you use a character or a feeling or a behavior of a human being and give it to an animal or a thing. Now I'm going to move to an exercise. I will give you 3 minutes to solve this exercise alone. You have to read the sentences. When I choose you, I need an explanation. يعني مش, it's not a riddle. I need an explanation. يعني when you tell me this is a simile, I need to know why. It's a metaphor, I need to know why. يلا, go ahead. Yes, Zahra.
I just wanted to answer.
Wait, miss, give the others a chance. Yes, miss, are you ready?
Yes.
يلا number 1. Yes, يا زهراء.
Number 1. Jenny had cooked the candy too long. When she was ready to cut in squares, it was a rock.
Yeah.
It's a metaphor
Yes, why?
because they يعني, they said that the candy was like a rock. يعني,
So
it was hard as a
it
rock.
was hard as a rock. Excellent. So this is an indirect comparison. How did you know that this is a metaphor? Did he use any comparison tools?
No.
No, he didn't use as or like. So he just say it was a rock. If he would have said it was like a rock, so it would be a simile. Thank you, Zahra. Yalla, number 2, Razan.
Yes. Sue Ann worked hard on her report. After she gave it before the class, she felt light as a feather. This is a direct comparison since they used as, so this is a simile.
Very good. Excellent, ya Razan. Excellent. Number 3. يلا, who will do number 3? Talin. يلا يا Talin.
Yes.
يلا يا Talin. Number 3, read it.
The trees of the forest
Sympathetically.
over the lost
Child. Yeah.
Okay.
Sympathetically watched. Who usually has these feelings, the feelings of sympathy and love and whatever? Who?
People.
People. Who usually watches?
People.
Also the human being. So what's this? Do the trees watch?
No.
No. Who watches?
People.
People. So
Human.
this is what, ya Talin? Is it a simile or metaphor or personification? Who can help her, please?
Me.
Yes, this is what, ya miss?
This is a metaphor.
No.
Because
It's a personification. We are using the action of watching from human and giving it to the trees. Yes, Yahuda, number 4.
Yes, miss. The storm was a savage beast. It took the house in its teeth and shook it.
Okay, but let me just tell you something here. Huda, the sentence here is divided into 2 parts. The storm was a savage beast, and then it took the house in its teeth and shook it. So there are 2 types of figures of speech in every sentence, okay? Yeah. يلا يا هدى. Yeah. Yes, Yahuda. The storm was a savage beast. This is what?
It's a simile.
It's a... لحظة يا هدى. Did we use any comparison tool here? A simile or a metaphor or as or like?
No.
No, so is it a metaphor or a simile? It's a metaphor. برافو. لأنه we didn't use any comparison tool. يعني قلنا the storm was a savage beast. يعني أنا I am comparing the storm to a savage beast, but I didn't use any comparison tool. Bravo. The second part, it took the house in its teeth and shook it.
A personification.
Very good. The personification. Because the storm doesn't have teeth, so we gave this behavior or this act or this characteristic from human and gave it to the storm. Number 5. Laris?
Yes, miss.
Yeah.
The day after the rain, the air was clean and fresh. A soft little breeze carried my scent of.
Yeah. The day after the rain, the air was clean and fresh. A soft little breeze carried the scent of lilacs.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is metaphor.
Miss, who carries?
People.
يعني أنا I took the action of carrying from the human beings and gave it to the soft little breeze. So this is what? مش شو بيقول
Simile.
اليوم؟ يا miss, a soft little breeze carried the scent of lilacs. I'm telling you, who carries? قلتي لي the person. يعني أنا I'm taking the action of carrying, this verb carried, from the person and giving it to the soft little breeze. So this is what بتقولي لي simile يا لاريس. This is what? Who can help her, please?
Me.
Yes.
It's a metaphor.
Yes, Huda.
No, it's
Miss,
Sahra.
it's a personification.
Yes, Huda.
Miss, it's a personification.
It's a personification. Thank you. أنا برجع بقولكم, we are taking the action of carrying from the human beings and giving it to the soft little breeze. The boys' room was an amusement arcade. Yeah. Ali Basma, do it. علي خليفة. علي خليفة. Larissa.
Yes, miss.
Number 6.
The boys' room was an amusement arcade.
Yes. يعني we are comparing the boys' room to an amusement arcade, صح؟
Yes.
طيب. Is there any human action or characteristic in the sentence?
No.
No. Is there any comparison tool يعني في as and like?
No.
Can you hear me?
يعني it's not a metaphor and it's not a simile. It is what? Sorry, it's not a simile and it's not a personification. So it's what?
A metaphor?
A metaphor. يعني I'm comparing an indirect comparison between the boys' room and an amusement arcade. يعني I'm comparing, I'm قارن, I'm شبه the boys' room to an amusement arcade, but without using any comparison tool. Number 7. Computers talk to one another. Who can do this? Fatima. يلا يا فاطمة. أسيل.
Yes, ma'am.
هدى. No one. أسيل, you replied. Okay, يلا يا أسيل. Computers talk to one another. يلا quickly. Let me ask you, does the computer talk?
No.
No. Who talks?
People.
People.
Human.
يعني نحن we are borrowing the action of talking from people and giving it to the computers. So what is this called? Metaphor or simile or personification?
Personification.
Very good, yeah, Asil. This is a personification because we're borrowing, as we said, the action of talking from a person and giving it to computers. So this is a personification. We have less than 1 minute, so we're going to end now. We will continue.